It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty, man. That's all,
Talk
man.
about being on the edge
Yeah,
of your seat for the entire game. I mean, dude,
yeah.
look, that was probably one of the better games this season. And from a wire to wire standpoint, where you're just like, you have no idea which way it could swing. It could either be Memphis, it could be either the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's the New York Knicks, but damn, that was a fun game.
It was one of those games where, like, you have some Knick games where they're down by 10, they're down by 6, but it almost seems insurmountable because they're just playing terribly. This was one where I'm just waiting. We're just waiting. Like, eventually they're going to take this thing if they just settle in and execute, and it came in the fourth quarter. Shout out to McBride. I thought McBride was excellent the entire game. Should have closed the game, and we'll talk about that later. But McBride set that tone in the fourth quarter. He comes out, he hits a three. The Knicks are able to force a couple of turnovers, get out in transition. They get the dog in transition. Shamet hits the three. You got a big three from Towns as well, Payne as well. And, those big bench minutes. And what was the bench scoring tonight? 35? About 30, 34. Those bench minutes are very important because it's going to allow your starters to get more rest, right? Like, bench minutes have to be earned. The whole point in that fourth quarter stretch is to buy time for Brunson to get back in fresh and finish the game. And that's what they did. So big shout out to those guys for getting the job done there. Now, it got a little bit dicey in the fourth because I felt like the final 3.5 minutes, they really got stuck in some bad offense. Your shot selection wasn't all that good. They weren't moving the ball all that well, but they hung in there. And that's all you got to do when you got Jalen Brunson on your team, man. Just hang in there because Captain Clutch is going to deliver. He gets to that elbow three. You're going to let him get to that spot? It's over for you. Got the three down. John Moran comes back on the other end. He gets the and one. I was still fine. I was still good, bro. 14 seconds left. I said, go back to the captain. He's going to take us home. And what do you know it? Made the right play. And I thought this was good defense by Taylor Jenkins. OG hadn't been shooting the ball all that well. Captain Clutch has. He leaves OG, and Brunson made the right play, man. Got it to OG, and he knocked down a three, bro. Great execution by the squad. But let's talk about it, because we can't bury the second lead. We can't bury the second lead. I told y'all playtime was over and that my man was coming back tonight. Block Nest Monster number 23. Mitchell Robinson made his return to the court. Let's talk about it, bro. Shout out to Block Nest. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the field. Put the ball on the floor with the fake dribble handoff. Santi Aldama, you can't guard me. Let's go, man. Shout out to Mitchie. But I thought most importantly, just overall, just his defensive presence. You know what I mean? Like, being
You notice the difference immediately.
Immediately. Just being
You talk about Cat gets in that foul trouble?
Yeah.
You see how it's so different with Mitchell Robinson out there.
Yeah, just literally just providing the paint presence. The Knicks have not had that, and it's nothing against Cat. That's just not his game. That's just not his game. And so when Cat is out there, he's the matador. He's literally the matador defense. When Mitch gets out there, you see John Morant, okay, you're not just going to take 2 dribbles into the paint. Like, you're going to have to think about this a little bit. You're going to have to back up a little bit. And then when you come inside, it's going to get contested. So shout out to Mitch. I thought he looked good out there. Physically looked good. He got, how many minutes did he get tonight? 12 minutes?
12.
Right? So they kept their word that he was going to be on the strict minutes limit. He finished the game. Final play, offense, defense. I like how Mitch looked tonight, bro.
CP, the first thing I saw after, look, we could talk about his impact. And I mean, yes, as soon as he steps out on the court, John Morant's like, hold up one second. Let me not just completely just drive into the lane.
Yeah.
Let's pass this thing out. He literally, first play, you see Ja pulls the ball back out, swings it around to the teammate. He doesn't want to mess with Mitch. Mitch developing offense, and while he's been gone, that's what's going. That's what's been going on in the lab. I mean, CP, how about him sealing off and then get an easy layup off the backboard? I mean, this is a guy who we're talking about just needs to dunk every single time, and now we're seeing Mitchell Robinson come out here with an offensive game. Not saying he's Hakeem or anything, but just a little bit of offensive game is a pleasant surprise considering that this guy has not played since the Indiana Pacers series. So Mitch coming back out, bringing you that strong defensive presence. So you can still see that he needs to develop that timing still. Even with some of the fouls that he had, you can see that he's frustrated because he knows he's even better than that. But that will just come with more repetition, more time, more practice. So I'm not too worried about that. But the offense, man, if you're going to be feeding Mitch down low in the paint, and that's different. I'm still waiting for, we get some full extended minutes with him and Karl Anthony Towns out there on the floor, because if Mitch is going to be, if you're going to have a guy that's that comfortable in Mitchell Robinson getting the ball in the paint, if he could just kick out, man, it's going to be completely different then.
Yeah.
Completely different offense.
Yeah, we did not get to see him out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Just maybe Tibbs is, keeping that a little close to the vest. We'll see. However, look, I was encouraged with the limited minutes, man. I was definitely encouraged with the limited minutes. They were looking for him. He put the ball on the floor. He was confident in what he was trying to do out there. I liked how Mitch looked, man. That was a good job tonight by Mitchell Robinson. Now he gets to take on Bam and Khalil Ware and those guys down in South Beach. But just little by little, man, just get him back. This thing is going to look a lot different, especially on the defensive end. Now, tonight when you look at the box score, Grizzlies had their way in the paint. They got a ton of rebounds, including offensive rebounds. But I think, once he gets into full game speed and in game shape, all of that is going to come little by little, man. Just got to give him some time. But so far, this was a good debut by the Block Nest Monster, man. Good debut, man.
For sure. Good debut. And look, you could see that he's not even fully comfortable yet. There were some, because Mitch is that type of guy that will go high flying for anything, right? I mean, there were some offensive boards. There were defensive boards where, he didn't even leave the ground. He's like, I'm not going to test that yet. I'm going to take it easy. Let me ease my way back in. This is my first game today. I don't need to go out there be Superman or anything of that nature. So, look, Mitch just got to get comfortable. I like what I saw tonight from Mitchell Robinson, man. And let me say this. Tonight's the bad signal for Cody Glock. Cody Glock's got to call.
We got to hear from the Glockster tonight, man. Cody Glock, are you in the building? Cody Glock, we are paging the Glockster. Tonight is your night. Okay, key stats of the night, Al. Knicks shoot 46% from the field, 46 for the Grizzlies. So both of these guys shoot the same. How about from three? 4 for 31 from downtown go to Memphis Grizzlies. Aren't they one of the better three-point shooting teams in the league?
Let me pull that up real quick.
They shot 12% from downtown. Knicks shot 34%, and they got their volume up, though. They got up to 38. Tibbs wants it at around 40, but they got up to 38 tonight. So I was pleased with that.
The Grizzlies are 10th in the league when it comes to three-point shooting percentage. They shoot 37%.
Yeah, shot 12 tonight.
Wow.
Shot 12 tonight. Hey, one of those nights, man. Knicks shot 81% from the charity stripe, 95% for the Memphis Grizzlies. But here's where this game, where the Knicks had a tough time in this game for the good part of three quarters. 58-35. They get out-rebounded. Only 35 rebounds. I thought a lot of that was, number one, Memphis just being a good rebounding team, but also with Karl Anthony Towns leaving that game early, he couldn't really get into a flow. And then Zach Edey's out there snatching up a lot of boards. You got Triple J, not really the greatest rebounder, but overall, I thought Memphis just did an overall better job just getting after it from a hustle standpoint. Maybe we might have even benefited from Brandon Clark catching that elbow to the grill by Karl Anthony Towns late in that game. That might have been an underrated moment in that game because, he's a guy that can get after it from a hustle and effort standpoint. Assist battle, Knicks won that one 29-26. And then turnovers. This was a big part that kind of kept the Knicks in the game too. The Grizzlies had 19 turnovers, led to 28 Knicks points. Knicks only 9 turnovers, leading to 11 Memphis points. And then fast break points, Memphis won that one 20-15. How about points in the paint? 74 points in the paint to 44 for the Knicks. So as the Block Nest Monster gets stronger, hopefully they cut that down. What'd you think about the stats?
Bringing up the turnover, that's not too surprising, honestly, because Memphis is second to last when it comes to turnovers. So, They actually turn over the ball quite a lot.
Yeah.
And, Knicks are a good team when it comes to if you're going to turn the ball over, Knicks can certainly take advantage of those opportunities. So not surprised by Memphis's lack of protecting the rock over there. But look, Zach Edey, you talked about Triple J, you talked about Brandon Clark, that's why they're able to have success with points in the paint. You also talk about Karl Anthony Towns being in foul trouble early on. No real paint presence, especially if Mitch is only going to be playing 12 minutes for tonight. So for them to get 74 points in the paint, for them to get 18 second chance opportunities, this doesn't really shock me. What does impress me, though, is that coming to the fast break points, that was a big topic that we talked about last night with Verno.
Yeah.
This almost was dead even. I mean, Memphis 18, Knicks 15. I like that the Knicks did not let Memphis's fast pace, dictate this game, and that it set them out of sorts, right? So I like the composure from the Knicks from that standpoint, and those are my biggest takeaways looking at these stats.
Underdog Fantasy is the place to play if you're a fan looking to cash in on some of your favorite athletes' performances. Available in over 30 states, including New York, California, and Texas. Just call your shot on higher or lower on 2 or more player stats for your chance to win real money. Use our promo code KFTV for up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick. So download the Underdog Fantasy app today and turn every bucket into a W. The Glocks is in the building, man. Cody Glock, unmute your mic, sir. Cody Glock on the Discord. Oh my goodness. Yo. Cody, are you in a tornado? Cody.
It's on land right now. Can you hear me? My feet is on land.
Have you Go ahead.
No,
Let's try it.
I'm on public transportation right now. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Are you on the Iron Horse or the bus? You on the Iron Horse or the bus?
I'm on the bus.
Oh my God, you on the B-16?
Nah, I'm in Queens right now. You feel me? It's hectic right now. I just want to say, feet on land. Shout out Manscaped. I average 0 turnovers because of Manscaped. I take care of my ball. What the hell ever. Yo, let me tell you something about Mitchie. You see Mitchie? Mitchie bike.
Yeah.
Mitchie bike. Yo, were you seeing Mitchie with the ball in his hands at the last seconds of the game? He was there for the rebound. When you see Mitchie turn around, go to the paint for that open dunk, he was there. When you see Mitchie pull up and say, no, I'm blocking Ja Morant's shot. He was there. We have him. He's here now. And he's here. He's playing in the fourth quarter. He's here. He's here. I don't know if you can hear me out there.
Yo, yeah, we loud and clear.
Hear me out there?
Yeah, we loud and clear. We hear you on the bus, man. Yeah, it's a lot of commotion going on the bus, man. Be careful out there in Queens. But yeah, we got you, bro.
What y'all gonna do now, man, huh? What y'all gonna do now? It's all effed up now. No diddler. No diddler. Yo, listen, man. When Mitchie on the scene, I don't want to hear nothing no more. We came all the way back. We had our last year grit. We had our last year grind. They was talking about, oh, yeah, we bumming it up. We 0-7. Guess what? Mitchie bike. He bike. And we lit. We came back. We beat them by 1. OG, triple OG, I see you, but it's about Mitchie right now. That's all I'm talking about. He got 18 dogs in the crib, and he's one of them. He's the top dog. He's the top dog. He got a truck.
Let's go.
And he's one of them.
Let's go.
He's one of his own trucks. Mitchie bike. I don't have nothing to say no more. I'm just hyped, yo. Shout out CP Free Throws, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Alex. I see you, Wild Gun Legend. You're done. Yo, shout out Nikki Pipes, man.
Yeah, can't forget about Nikki, man. He's always listening, man. Can't forget about Nikki, man.
Be rocking with you. Everybody on the bus looking at me like I'm a crazy
I was about
man.
to say that was my next question. What is the reaction on the bus right now?
Guess what? I got my face mask on. See, they don't see the facial expressions I'm making.
You on the Q45 with the murder one?
Yeah, with the super murder one, no bail. And I got the mask on. They can't see my facial expressions. So I'm looking them keen in the eye, straight in the eye, and letting them know Mitchie ain't no snitchy. And he's bike. Yo, I'm out, man. Peace
Yo,
to the
be
gods.
careful,
Peace
man.
to the
It's
gods.
12:30, man. Be careful,
Yo,
bro.
one last thing.
Yeah.
RP Herb Gotti, right? Yo,
Yeah.
I'm on this bus. I'm in Queens.
Which bus?
Yo,
Which bus number you on? Which bus number?
52 or the
Okay.
53, whichever one of them. But I'm going to the rich part of Queens. We done moved up in the neighborhood right now. It's lit. Yo, shout out Chuck D, man. I see you, man. I love you. I'm out, man.
Yeah.
My man's rocking the shiesty and
Oh,
talking
my God.
crazy on the bus.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine that bus driver? He's like, yo, do I need to pull over right now? Do I got to make a call? Who's he yelling at?
Yo, Cody Glock with the murder one on the Q53. The bus driver's probably like, do I need to press the button right now? What is going on in the back of the bus?
Who is Mitchie and why is he screaming about him?
Oh my God, that's what I needed to end the night, man. Legit tears from Cody Glock in only the way that he can, bro. That's
There's
why
nobody like him, man.
there's nobody like him, man.
That man is truly one of one.
I was just about to say that. You took the words out of my mouth, man. He is a one. Jeff said in the chat, please clip this. He is he is a 101. Oh my God, bro. Oh man. Legitimate tears, bro. Legitimate tears, bro.